Hello and welcome to a new Lakeside Parkway video. Right, so just an update today really, just to tell you what we've been up to recently. So, as many of you might know already, basically the first lockdown we did this. So basically it was a class 90 in Grand Central livery. So yeah, like I say. So I always like the Grand Central livery. It's not ever been my, like I say, my type of era. So, not era, I mean location. Like I say, it's normally the East Coast, not the West Coast. So obviously when they announced they're going to do it on the West Coast, I thought, I've got to get that. So started off painting the 90, and then slowly I've been building up my collection of old, worn out class Mark 4s. So, and I've been painting them. So they haven't turned out the best, in all honesty, not my best work, but as many of you know, if it runs on my layout, it's if I'm happy with it, and I'm happy with these. So yeah, like I say, I will never sell them, so it doesn't really much matter. I had a bit of a problem with the decals, well, not with the decals themselves, with the varnish on top of the decals. I think it might have been because I used matte paint on the body, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine for what I want. When it's running at speed, they're fine. So, like I say, that's that. So we've got 4 in total. So 1, 2. This one, basically, I got mega cheek that had some damage on the roof, but when you run it that side, you can't even tell. So you got 2, 3. I know I haven't got a buffet cart. I haven't got any first class, but I didn't have any gold paint, and I couldn't get a buffet cart at the cheap enough price for what I needed. So yeah, I won't worry about that. Yeah, but like I said, they were quite easy to paint, to be honest. All I did was basically mask out the orange line, spray the whole body orange, mask out the orange line, and then just spray it black, basically. And quite simple to do. And then just hand painted the doors silver. So yeah. So the other thing we have done is DVT. This didn't go too well, so you can see the end of the decal has come off, and on the other side the whole decal has come off, so I've got to do a little bit of work on them. I've got the replacement decals now, so yeah, that's a bit of work that needs doing. But I think, like I say, when light isn't glaring on them, you can't really, if you do that, it makes it obvious that it's a decal. But if I do it there, not a direct sun light onto it, I think it does the job all right. This is probably the worst out of everything, but it will do for what I need. One question I was going to ask, lights for this. I was thinking about putting some tail lights in. What's the best idea for tail lights? Anyone ever done it on a dummy? So basically, I was just going to use a bit like you do with interior lights. So just wire it straight to here, because I'll never have this running that way, because in my experience, when you have a train like a DVT running that way, you normally end up derailing it or something like that. So yeah, bit of advice would be great on there. But like I say, when they're in array all together, they do the job fine for what I need. Like I say, I know they won't match up to some people standards, but it just amazed me that I used the same paint on this one, and that one turned out a lot better. But I don't know, maybe the varnish had gone off. That's all I can think. Basically, as soon as I started spraying it was coming out blobby, like I say, and then basically it was more air than paint in the end, and what it did, it just lifted up the decals and just blew them off. So I basically did one and gave up, I thought. So then I just hand painted round the decals in varnish just to protect them enough. I might go back to these at some point, but yeah. Hopefully, I need to make a phone call in a minute, but hopefully we'll have another new loco, well, train pack and carriages here very soon. I was hoping to be the first to get a video out, but I don't know if I will be, but we'll see. But I'm looking forward to that coming. But yeah, so even though Grand Central is no more on the West Coast Main Line, on Lakeside Parkway, it is. So, yeah, I'm happy. Layout updates. Basically, the portable layout is having quite a bit of work done to it at the minute. We're updating a few bits and bobs here and there that has got a few problems, basically. And adding something a bit extra. Been in contact with Scale Model Scenery, Jan from there, and like I said, we've got a few ideas of stuff we can do to it to make it more practical for use, let's just say. So hopefully they will be here soon. What else? I won't be able to test run these because my track that I run these, like my test track, is kept in the shed, and a couple of weeks ago when I was in there, I dropped something and knocked a track, and I've now got the replacement track for that section, but it's just getting it. Basically, it's just fitting it. So like I say, when that's done, I'll get some videos. I might even, like I say, I might even upload a second video, or like I say, put some pictures on our Instagram and YouTube, Facebook and stuff. Talking of Instagram, we're now on 1,000 followers, or just over 1,000. So thank you very much. We'll try and do a competition when the new layout's done. I know we're almost on 500 on here. So when the new layout started, which fingers crossed next year, we'll do a bit of a competition. Just another quick thing I wanted to mention was, if any of you are into these, I don't know if you are, but my favourite car of all time is the Audi Quattro, and Oxford Diecast has now released one. It's in the colour that I want one of, so yeah, Pride Oxford Diecast car that is. So yeah, that's brilliant. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, leave a comment down below if you know how I can get some lights into that. If you got any ideas on the varnishing, any advice would be great. I don't think I'll do it yet, but like I say, when the problem is I haven't got a proper setup in the shed. I'm getting there, but in my old, where I used to live before with my parents, I had a full painting setup in the shed. Now my shed is also used as a shed, so we're having. I've got half of it worked out where it's going to go. I've got a bench bill, but I haven't got all my tools where I usually have them, and so everything's just a bit harder. I've now got a chair in there, because before I was kneeling on the floor, and for me, kneeling's not good. So yeah, but yeah, like I say, so I think over time again, get a good insulation in there, stuff like that, it should be able to improve again. Because like I say, if we look at some of the stuff I did, like the last painting I did, like this and stuff, it's a lot better than these. It might just be the paint, because obviously I'm keeping the paint in the shed now, so it's keeping it colder. So, but yeah, any tips or anything, please leave it down below, and thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Yeah, thank you.